Okay, we're at part 2 of wax carving a wedding set, and the wedding band for the husband-to-be is right here. Actually, it's this band right here. So what I do before I kind of make the cuts in the wax, I generally use a tin plate or a backup. So this gives you an idea, you know, what's going to work and what won't work, and I just keep playing with this until I get what I want, and then I move it over to the main band. Maybe a lot of people would just do it, but I don't. So here's the next thing we're going to do now. This is a pretty wide band, so I need to make it a relief inside. So it's convex, not concave. So it's kind of got a little round to it, like that. So that way the ring, not much of the inside of the band lays on the finger. So they call it a comfort fit. So and it makes it really nice. So how you do that is you don't try to start with a file. That's a no-no. What you want to do is you take this little tool right here, and you come in here, and it's got a blade on it, and you just start working, and you work it deep into, you know, you start at the edge, but you start, as you move this, you start at the edge like this, and you rock it in, and you'll do both sides. So already we've got our comfort fit started. Our comfort fit is going to be on the inside, and you notice how I'm just taking out a little bit at a time, and I'm rotating the ring. Okay, now I'm going to turn on the other side. We're going to come in here like that, and this is making a convex. So we're already relieving the inside of the ring, and we don't have to take a lot out, but we want to move this inward a little bit so that only about 2 or 3 millimeters in here is actually what's riding on your finger. So, and we're just almost there now. I don't know, I'm trying to get this so you can see. Yeah, do that just like this. Alright, and that's how you do a comfort fit on a band when you're doing a wax. Alright, now you've learned how to do that. So the next thing we want to do is we want to build the tree of life, which is this little fellow right up here. And I'll try and get it a little closer here. Oops. That's kind of like the tree of life. And I made tools to make this with. This is one of the tools, and this is a relief cutter, so I can cut around the edges of the wax mount. And then this one over here, I'm going to have to come back out. Okay, this one here is my leaf cutter that makes the little leaves. And you can make these a little bigger if you want, to make a little bigger leaf if you need. Or you can leave it where mine is, which just makes a little baby leaf. So, and this one here is my relief cutter. So you go around and kind of relieve all the areas that you don't want the scrapings of the wax in. You just take them out with this. Now, you can use a PK tool like this one here, and you can heat that up and dip it in some layup wax, and you can do lots of miracle little things. So the next thing on the ring, once we get the pattern cut up here, we're going to go ahead And I'm going to come in again. And we're going to make vines going all around the tree. Vines all the way around the band. And how I did that is I cut a relief on the inside first. And then I used a PK tool like this one here. And dipped it in wax, and I just started making the little vines in here. And I bring them up above the surface of the band. And then you can file them back off nice and flat. Then we'll texture the inside of this after we cast it. I always kind of like a little multiple indentation around all the areas. That way when you use liver oxide to darken the ring, it really comes out nice. I'll see if you can, I'm going to hold this right, I don't want to melt it. I've already cut the tree of life inside, so, oh darn it. Okay, you can see it. Alright, and I did that just with my two little tools that I made, and of course I've got maybe 30 different tools that over the years I've built to do different jobs. The noise you hear in the background is my dog playing with something. I don't know what he's playing with a broom. He destroys everything. At least 9 months old. What do you expect, huh? I didn't know I was bargaining for this much trouble. But I like him, so he keeps me company at night when I'm down here at the shop. So anyway, now what we're going to do is we're going to come around here. Oh, I wanted to show you this. I'm sorry. These are the tools I use. These are little round ball burrs, and I used the very smallest one there was to cut all the vines in the top of this tree. And I just cut them in there, and then I used my cutting tools to make the leaves and relief all the spent wax that didn't quite come out of the ring when you got done. So then the next one I used was a 900, and I used this one to actually make the trunk of the tree, which is right in here. Yeah. So I used this one burr to cut in here and just make the tree trunk. And then I used the little tiny one, the 0400, to make the vine, or the tree limbs, I guess you'd call them, on the tree of life. So now I'm going to use a little larger one, and I'm going to relief about 2/3 of this on both sides. I want to leave just a little bit in the bottom, so if I have to size this or something, we can do it. Although this is a really big ring, it would be hard to do. Now, when I did size this thing, I sized it to a 11.5, and this gentleman that's going to have this has about a size 11. But you can see how I showed you how I measured the. Let me get. Okay, this is a size 11.5 in the middle. Wow, that dog is big. Alright, back to this. Sorry for the distraction, but I really don't want to put him in his cage because he's been in there all day. So, we'll make a relief cut all the way down, and I'll leave maybe a 1/4 of an inch at the bottom. And that way, if I need to size it or something, I can size it. So that's what we're going to try and do next. So, and then we'll start putting the limb vines in, and once we get it all ready to go, well, we'll get it casting and we'll polish it up. We'll put liver of oxide in it, darken it up, and this should be a pretty neat little wedding band set. So that would be our next step. And on top of everything, these people called me and decided that because of this virus problem, they want to step their wedding up because nobody's going to be able to go to it. So now they want this by next Wednesday, when I was supposed to have till the end of May. So this is going to really put the bonkers on me here. Okay, to get the squared area like I've done on this side here, used a flat graver and I used a ball burr, and I just went around this and started cutting it out of there. Then I used the file to flatten the area inside of this. And now we'll put the vines in there, the tree vines, and polish this beast up and see if we can get it casted tomorrow morning, or tomorrow night. I'm kind of running out of steam tonight, but I'll finish this side by taking my graver and just easing it in there like that. And that's how you do that. And then I use a K-tool here, and like this one here, and you heat it up and you just start putting the little vines in any way you want to do it. So I kind of got a pattern figured out, and I'm going to make it opposite on the other side. I won't make it the same pattern. I'll make a different pattern all the way around it. So, and this will be the area where you could size this if you absolutely had to, right in here. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, and we got a little polishing to do, and I'll show you how to polish that in step 3, and that will be the finished portion of the ring, and then we'll get ready to cast it, and I'll show you how I sprue it up to cast it. Okay, so we're just about ready to call it quits for the evening, and God bless you all. Take good care, stay inside, and watch my videos. That was funny. Okay, so we'll let you go, and hope you've enjoyed this session, part 2.